All right, welcome to the Finance Committee, Tuesday, September 12th. I'm Alderman Moore. I'm joined by Alderman Stoyer and Alderman Slottig. Alderman Duane is excused. We do have Alderman Nennig with us tonight as well. I'll start off with the approval of the agenda.
So move approval.
Second.
The motion is second to approve the agenda as it's presented. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. And item number 3 is approval of the minutes of the Finance Committee from August 8th of 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? And report of the purchasing manager. I'm just going to go through and read all 4 of these, and then we can address them all at once. Item A is consideration with possible action on a request for approval to purchase 45 squad car camera systems from TKK Electronics for $252,278. Item B is consideration with possible action on a request for approval to purchase 11 rear seat transport systems from General Tire Equipment for $10,615. Item C, consideration with possible action on a request for approval to purchase 11 light bar and siren systems for sound off signal from $37,366. And item D, consideration with possible action on a request for approval to purchase fire safety extrication equipment from Holmatro for $63,479. Mr. Jensen.
Okay, take item number 1 first. Our squad car cameras are, I think, 5-6 years old and need to be retired and replaced. So I sent out a request for qualifications that we broadcast through our national bid network. And we had 8 responses, but only 4 of the respondents met the qualifications that we had predetermined. So we created a short list of 4 vendors. We invited those 4 vendors to come in for vendor interviews and vendor demonstrations. And the results of those interviews are on the recap. Digital Ally, which is one of the proposers, was disqualified because they had poor references, including City of Green Bay had dealt with that company 5 years ago. Very poor results. At the vendor demonstration, they could not deliver an acceptable demonstration there. And Jason could probably attest to this, unable to even show us a demo. Their software, they couldn't even get their demo software to work. So we failed them on the demonstration. And our recommendation then is to go with vendor number 2, which was the next lowest priced vendor, TKK Electronics, going with the base package plus 5 years of warranty and maintenance support for a total cost of $252,276.
I'll move approval.
Motion to approve?
I will second.
And I have a second. Are they in any way related to Motorola?
They are not related to Motorola.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And none are opposed. All right, item A passes.
Item number 2, item number 2 and 3 are equipment to outfit the 11 new squad cars that we bought this year. The prisoner transport system, we put that out for bid. We received 5 responses, and we're recommending the award to the low responsive bidder, which is General Tire Equipment, for a total of $10,615.
Move approval.
I will second.
I have a motion and a second. It's for discussion for a moment. I think in the past when we would have cars and we would place orders, maybe it was like on the Chargers or whatever it might have been, was this not part of a retrofitting package? All these items, there was like a total dollar amount to retrofit the vehicles.
There's a bucket of money that's in the 2017 budget for retrofitting, but...
But it's not just a package, it's...
No, yeah, we have felt that we could save money over time by bidding these out individually. And
Sure.
The other thing is, the 11 squads that we bought this year are the Ford Explorers.
SUVs.
And so we've kind of gone away from the Dodge Charger, so it's not an exchange of equipment like it was sometimes in the past.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. And item C?
Item 3 deals with the light bars and siren system. We put that up for bid. We received 2 responses, and the recommendation is to go with the low bidder, Sound Off Signal, in the amount of $37,365.67.
Move approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. And number 4, item D.
Item 4 was a process that was conducted by, for the most part, by police staff. They did something similar to a request for qualifications. They determined there were 5 vendors that make this extrication equipment, and they brought all of those vendors in for demonstrations and vendor interviews. And the chief wrote a very thorough memo of the results of that process and the department's recommendation. They're recommending the equipment that best meets the needs of the police department. Fire department, yeah, I'm sorry, Chief Litton. And although they're not the low bidder, they're right in the middle. The lowest bidder that's on the sheet did not meet all of the requirements the department had. But the recommendation is Olmatro, who scored overall the highest in the points that were assigned through the evaluation process.
So the alternate bidder is not on the sheet, though.
Well, maybe I misspoke here. Were there 4 or 5?
Your sheet here says sole source, it only shows one company.
Right, it doesn't have any of the numbers or bids from any of the
Well-
else that came.
I thought that the other numbers were on the chief's memo.
That's not in the packet.
Yeah.
You emailed this directly to the committee?
I saw
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. So these are the bidders, or the vendors that were considered. Here's where the prices shook out. So the lowest price was not acceptable. The middle price, which
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you very-
Item number 5, request by Alderman Moore to pursue debts owed to the
This one, I'm gonna let Vanessa speak first.
Perfect, and I'll just say up front right away, my intent is to pursue this, whether it be now or it be after the receivership process takes place, because I certainly don't want to interfere with that, but I think that this is something we definitely do need to pursue. So,
So we want to look back at the development agreement, which pertained to those personnel guarantees, to determine exactly what was being guaranteed. And we determined, at least for this project, we have to go look at all the other ones to see what's being guaranteed by all of those. But for the Hotel Northland, was being guaranteed, under that one was the tip assistance. So the receivership, what we're pursuing which pertains to the debt service that we would be receiving on the tip assistance that was provided. We can move forward with that. I don't see any problem with us doing that. However, I will contact the attorney who's representing Octagon to find out if she sees any conflict with this moving forward.
do we know approximate dollar amount that may be?
How much we are owed currently? It's right around the $200,000.
Right, I do have it. The TIP agreement just said increment tax revenue less, or really debt service less increment, and if there's a surplus, you know, we would pay to them. If there's a shortage, they owe us. So for the last few years, we have billed them. 2016, we billed them $118,000 and change, and I can get you exact, I have it.
That's fine. It's,
And then for 2017 is 114. So together, it's about 233,000 of outstanding AR bills for debt service for the to the 2.5 less their increment. So,
And the process that's laid out in the development agreement for us to move forward with collection on the personal guarantee is actually to list it as to move forward as a special charge.
special charge.
Special charge.
Yes, Alderman Spire?
I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'd like to know, as far as the Northland goes, as far as what the city's responsibility, what is the responsibility of the building itself as far as the maintenance, taking care of bills? I mean, the power is off right now. Can we speak about that, or is that another item? Well, I guess
I mean, I
that's
think you could, but I mean. the
I don't
owner
know,
would be
we can't really
responsible
act
for the
on
maintenance,
it.
but-
I don't know if that's something that we need to discuss further, but I just need to know as far as what the city's responsibility with that building now that the power is off, because there could be.
We
some
really
issues.
we really don't have any. So what we're doing right now is waiting for that receivership to be put into place, because right now the responsibility still lies with the property owner. And so the only way for us to do anything is to have that receivership come in and say, here's what's gonna happen in order to move forward with that process, make sure that it's protected.
One of the concerns I have, Vanessa, is that we're talking October 3rd, so we've got a few more weeks to go. Weather changes,
And
things on that order.
The city's been taking some proactive steps to try to make sure that on our end, at least what we can do, we're doing. So the security was an issue. We put up some fencing to
Okay.
make sure that people weren't getting.
I'm talking about the building itself, the inside, you know, with electricity off, utilities off, things on that order. We've had water come in, things like that, and we are one of the investors in this project. So I guess I just needed to know where we're at with that. Are we doing anything proactively to try to maintain?
There's not much we can do. Since we are just a lender, we don't own the property, there's not a lot we can do.
All right.
Be like if you
Maybe
had
I
a
was
second
venting.
mortgage, be like if you had a second mortgage on your house and they came by and said, why are you keeping your temperature at 52? You know, it's none of their business. Unfortunately, that's the point that we're in, and receivership was the fastest,
Way to go about it, so we have
Action
to,
to-
we have
to
to
get this moving
wait on
forward.
it. All right, I just had a
and
event.
that meeting is October 3rd.
October 3rd, yes.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't mind as the chair making a motion here that we do continue to move forward and take action to pursue these debts owed.
Sure.
I would second that.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? None. Great. And item number 6 is the report by the finance director.
At this point, I have nothing to report.
Move to receive and place on file a
Second.
non-report.
Done. All right, motion and second receive and place on file. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to-
None.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to
Second.
adjourn and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And none opposed. Great, thank you.